Fans of American Pickers have begged for History Channel to cancel the long-running series after ratings have dropped by 100,000 after the premiere episode. Season 26 of American Pickers premiered on October 9 with Mike and Robbie Wolfe, Jersey John Shalai, and Danielle Colby. Sign up for the US Sun newsletter. Your info will be used in accordance with our privacy policy. Just 565,000 fans tuned in for the premiere, which saw Mike, 60, picking through Evel Knievel memorabilia. The second episode of the season, which aired on October 16, brought in even worse ratings. The U.S. Sun can exclusively reveal Wolfman and the Automatons brought in just 463,000 viewers, an over 100,000 drop in just 1 week. A description for the episode reads, "On a California dream pick, the competitive pinball wizard Wolfe brothers meet coin-op King Dirk at his giant poultry barn-turned-private arcade. Fans took to social media to demand the series be canceled after 26 seasons on the air. This show needs to go. Cancel this show, it's a husk of what it was," one fan wrote. Another said, "It was never good. This show ruined the buying/selling market." A third asked, "Will American Pickers continue?" This is a massive drop from season 25, which kicked off with a 2-episode premiere in December 2023. Classic Car Cemetery brought in 723,000 viewers, and part 2 of the premiere, Hidden Cash Stash, had ratings drop to 676,000. Episode 3 saw an increase to 880,000 viewers, and the numbers remained around the same throughout the rest of the month. By the January 24 episode, ratings skyrocketed to 948,000 viewers. The numbers dropped back down through most of February, with the lowest rating on February 14 at 774,000 viewers and the highest on February 28 at 966,000. The finale episode on March 27 brought in 832,000 viewers. The last time ratings dropped to the 500 zeros was on August 30, 2023, with 554,000 fans watching. The show reached over 1 million viewers before Frank Fritz was fired from the series in 2020. Frank's good friend Jerry Gendreau previously told the U.S. Sun how the series hasn't been the same without the star. "I think the show is not nearly as good as it was. With the ratings, it doesn't have to be me or somebody thinking that. The nation knows it's not what it was. It needed Frank." Jerry Gendreau also told the U.S. Sun how Frank would have returned to the show had it not been for his health issues. "My analogy of the two, Mike and Frank, were like Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin. Jerry Lewis Frank was just as important or maybe even more important for the show. It's very hard to be the Jerry Lewis all of the time. I think Frank would have went back, but he had his health issues. And he did have some serious health issues. From 25 or 30 on, he suffered from Crohn's. Crohn's is a bowel disease that causes inflammation in the digestive tract." Jerry explained how Frank became a fan favorite on the show because of his spontaneity. "He was truly the comedian who popped out with some of the weirdest and dumbest things that you just go, wow," Jerry said. "He made a mark on history." The U.S. Sun previously reported the stars have signed on for 3 more seasons after the current one. But despite the contract, the U.S. Sun previously reported Mike and Robbie are nearing the end of the series. "I don't know how long the show will last," a source previously told the U.S. Sun. "I don't know how long Mike and Robbie will want to do this. I think they would want to retire at some point. It's a strain on your life, and they've done this a long time," Mike's friend revealed. "When they're around it's, we're on the road again. I ain't got time to do this, I ain't got time to do that," the source claimed. "It's a love-hate like with any job. Some days you don't wish you had that job and you could do whatever you wanted. Some days you're all excited about your job," the pal concluded. Mike has been focusing on other projects outside of American Pickers, including running his vacation rental company 2 Lanes Guest House in Columbia, Tennessee and LeClaire, Iowa, and his bike shop Columbia Motor Alley. The reality star also owns a number of properties in LeClaire and Columbia, as he rents them out to businesses. Mike has been revamping the small town of Columbia, Tennessee, to bring new life and business to the small town. Mike Wolfe has created a business empire featuring real estate, antique stores, and more. He left the show to recover from back surgery that left him with 185 stitches and 2 rods in his spine. During his time off, Frank lost 65 pounds and was living a healthier lifestyle, including being sober from alcohol. He had been open about wanting to return to the series after his hiatus, but was officially let go in 2021, Mike confirmed. The two had a falling out, as Frank told the U.S. Sun in a 2021 interview. "I haven't talked to Mike in 2 years. He knew my back was messed up, but he didn't call me up and ask how I was doing. That's just how it is. I think Mike wants to get his brother Robbie in there to replace me. I don't know why he's behaving like that towards me." The two reconciled after Frank suffered the stroke in July 2022. He passed away 2 years later on September 30, 2024, with Mike and loved ones by his side. American Pickers posted on social media following Frank's passing, "We are saddened to share that our friend and beloved member of the History Channel and American Pickers family, Frank Fritz, has passed away on September 30, 2024. Frank filmed American Pickers for over a decade. We will always remember the bearded charmer and his never-ending search for vintage motorcycles and bikes." The recent buzz among American Pickers fans is echoing a sentiment that's getting louder by the day. Cancel the show. Once beloved for its unique perspective on America's antique treasures and its authentic depiction of the friendship between hosts Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz, American Pickers has been facing increasing criticism. The show, which was a mainstay on the History Channel for over a decade, saw a significant dip in ratings recently, with numbers reportedly dropping by over 100,000 viewers. This decline has prompted fans to question the future of the show and even call for its cancellation. Here's a closer look at why American Pickers is struggling and what fans have to say. When American Pickers premiered in 2010, it was an immediate hit. The concept was simple yet engaging. Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz traveled across America's backroads in search of forgotten antiques, uncovering the history behind each piece they picked. The dynamic between Mike and Frank added charm to the show, as did their interactions with the locals whose items they appraised. For fans, the show felt genuine, a peek into America's hidden gems and forgotten histories. But things began to change in recent years, particularly after Frank Fritz's departure in 2021. Frank had been open about his struggles with Crohn's disease and had taken time off for a back surgery. Many fans expected he'd return, but the announcement of his permanent departure took viewers by surprise. After Frank left, the chemistry that had once defined the show was disrupted, and the changes in the lineup, including Mike's brother, Robbie Wolfe, never quite brought back the show's original appeal. Fans felt something was missing, and they began tuning out. Mike Wolfe's attention has reportedly shifted away from American Pickers, a move that's left some fans feeling abandoned. While the show was once the star of his professional life, Mike now has various side projects, including his antique archaeology stores and personal ventures in the realm of art and historical preservation. These projects, while noble in their own right, appear to have diverted his focus away from the show. Fans have noticed, too, as Mike's enthusiasm for picking on camera has seemed to wane. In recent interviews, Mike has expressed his passion for preserving American history, often discussing his other projects with excitement and energy. But while he finds fulfillment in these pursuits, fans argue that the show itself is suffering as a result. Viewers have voiced their frustration on social media, suggesting that Mike's divided attention might be contributing to the show's recent ratings drop. As one longtime fan commented, "If Mike isn't fully invested in American Pickers anymore, maybe it's time to call it a day." The show's ratings have been steadily declining for a while, but the recent drop of over 100,000 viewers sent shockwaves through the American Pickers community. The show, once known for its loyal fan base, now faces a situation where many viewers have grown disillusioned and even angry. The calls to cancel American Pickers began to circulate after the ratings dip, with fans expressing that the show has lost its way and should either be reinvented or retired. Much of the criticism is focused on the loss of Frank Fritz, who brought a down-to-earth personality that many fans found relatable. With Frank gone, viewers argue that the show has shifted to focus more on Mike's expertise and business ventures, moving away from the spontaneous, quirky, and heartwarming style it once had. In online forums, many viewers have voiced that if the original magic of the show is gone, it's better to end it than to drag it on in a diminished form. Comments like, "It's not American Pickers without Frank," and "Mike and Frank's chemistry was what kept me watching," are common sentiments, and they reflect a growing impatience with the show's new direction.